Hello. Today I'm gonna be showing y'all my toy photography process. Um, yeah, I like to start out with like an action figure. In this case, I am using an action figure. Sometimes I'm not, but today I wanted to use Ronan from Guardians of the Galaxy and take a picture of him. I kind of wanted to go for like the look he had when he had his hammer all powered up with the Infinity Stone and all. And yeah, I wanted to get like a barren look to his surroundings and whatnot. So I was gonna have to look hard in my yard because it's pretty lush with everything but grass, which is kind of annoying. But I did find this nice nook that hasn't grown any grass yet, or should I say clover? So that's what most of the crops here. So now I'm gonna rake it up, up. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm gonna rake it up with a rake because that's what rakes are intended for. Here's a very terrible shot of me grabbing my rake, and here I am raking. So I'm just raking, getting the leaves out of the way, the sweet gum balls, the sticks. Gosh, the sweet gum balls would look like, I don't know, giant mines or something. I have no idea. But so once I got my camera set up to video me taking pictures, I started getting ready to take the picture. So I just started out by posing Ronan how I wanted him. Um, and this is obviously really important because this is how you're presenting your character. I wanted to give it like just this look of him preparing to kind of like bring down his hammer, or simply just kind of like charging up for a powerful blow. Normally I would kind of get my face pretty close to the ground, if not on it, to look through the little thing on the camera that lets you see what it sees, properly, not just the bottom area. But, today I didn't do that. I would normally recommend doing that, but I didn't do that today, sorry. So then I pulled a picture I liked off the camera card onto my computer. Um, so that looked good, so I put it into my Photos app first. And that's where the initial editing starts. I like to, I obviously like to go to where it says edit in the top corner. Um, so yeah, I normally will like alter maybe the lighting to try to get it a little bit more exact. Sometimes I do that with the color as well. Um, so yeah, and then I just often go to this selective color area where I just kind of mess around until I'm kind of happy with it and satisfied that everything looks decent. And yeah, so I just toy around with that for a while. It's not that interesting, but I'll just show it all. And then I'll like alter other random things. Right now I'm messing with the sharpening like the photo and whatnot. Um, yeah, I'll do that occasionally, and then the radius, kind of like a black circle, it kind of will form around it slowly. I really like that. I normally do that because it helps you focus on the character if you have it in the center. I also like going through filters. Vivid and dramatic are normally what I use, just because they have a vivid and dramatic feel. I especially like dramatic specifically for this because it just gives everything a kind of darker and just kind of like, I don't know. It makes everything look dramatic. I mean, yeah. So, I went with that. I cropped the picture to get it more how I wanted it, and then went back to pull out the little area you could see before you got to the tree because that looked weird in my opinion. And then after that, I think that was all I did. So after that, I'll take it to Stop Motion Studio. That's I edit my pictures. I don't have like a professional editing platform for my photos, so I'll just bring it in through the add images. And then it'll pop up. Oops, scrolling up, not down. There it is. So I'll bring it in. I often go with the black rimming because if you don't do that, it normally zooms in on the image some, and I always cut that out later. Then I'll go to the edit, add drawing, which you cannot see because I didn't make the screen video big enough. Sorry, but I'm not re-editing this photo because I'm so happy with how it looks. So yeah, I'm lazy. Sorry, but yeah, and then I always tone down the density on the drawing so that it looks like it's glowing, because that's normally what I draw, is like the glowing things. So this way so when you have the density lower, I found that you can like create circles, and then you just kind of can continue tapping, and if you make like a larger circle around everything and all, and it can just begin to look like it's got like a glowing middle, and there's like a bit of an area of glow around all that. That's what I normally like to do. I didn't really go all out this time. I do it a little bit, but yeah, again, this is pretty unprofessional, but yeah, I just do this for a while. Not really. Okay, so then I go ahead, this time around, I decided to try to have something that looks kind of like earth and ground being pulled up, by like the energy of the staff. So it's kind of like there's kind of like dust everywhere, and it's kind of like floating and whatnot. In the end, I was able to represent this a little bit better when I added in a bit of purple glow to most everything, so that it had that look of the Infinity Stone is like kind of just pulling everything like into like some massive ball of energy or something. I don't really know what I was like totally going for, but it just kind of looks like the power of the Infinity Stone is like just, I don't know, affecting gravity or something, and it's like the tiny little bits of dirt are pulling up. And one thing I like about this is that the little circles end up just looking at like little bits of dirt that are completely out of focus, because that would often happen to something tiny like that. It would just kind of become like a blank circle if it was out of focus like that, at least in this case. And I was pretty happy with it. I went with a few different colors. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of all I did. I guess now I'll just let you watch me do this, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to commentate on now, so yeah. yeah, I mean, I'm not doing too much. Uh, Again, I'm just kind of adding those bits of dirt or whatever you want to call it. I mean, at this point, I feel like you can kind of see where the picture's going, how it's taking its shape, and at least with the editing wise. So you can kind of see something closer to the final product. So yeah, I just kind of will click over and over until I get I guess dust particle or whatever you want to call it. That's the density I like. This is often what I will do when I'm making something glow. I'll just go until I like the density and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Now I'm adding little purple dots that kind of look like it's like the energy inside of everything that the Infinity Stone has unleashed or whatever. So yeah, I mean, at this point, this is most of the editing that I've done. That's about all. Goes on for a little longer. I'll let you watch all that, and then I'll get back to you when we begin the third and final stage of editing. Okay, so at this point, I've finished what I want the picture to look like, at least as far as this part of the editing goes. So now I'll take a screenshot. I make it a little bit bigger than what I'm wanting because I can always crop out the extra bits later. So then I'll close those things and move my screenshot to photos. And then I'll go back and I start off by cropping it, making sure it looks how I want it. I mean, that's kind of the goal of all this. Is just have fun and get a picture that you like. I hope you tried toy photography. I mean, you can totally just do this with like a phone. I didn't buy any of this equipment specifically for like toy photography. I got it for stop motion animation. That's what I like to do, but I have found a new joy in doing toy photography as well. So at this point, I'm just kind of messing around, seeing what I can do with the different edits, and yeah. So basically, I go photo editor, stop motion studio pro, and then back to photos, where I just kind of get the final bits of everything done how I like them. Yeah. So, yeah, and then I add a little bit of a radius thing. I really recommend doing this. At least if you've got what you want centered in the picture, because, I mean, then you can then it kind of just draws your eye toward, whatever the picture is centered on. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and, yeah. Bye.